as chairman of the Assembly Parks and Wildlife Committee and author of AB 1331, the Clean and Safe Drinking Water Act of 2014, I've convened regional hearings throughout the state in an unprecedented effort to craft a new water bond for the November 2014 ballot. Working with my fellow legislators, we've held 6 regional hearings from Indio to Eureka. We've already had 2 hearings in the Central Valley with Assemblymember Salas and Assemblymember Perea, and another on the schedule with Assemblymember Gray. In the Central Valley, where communities are hardest hit by the drought and most dependent on farming, the need for greater investment in storage is clear. Hundreds of families and farmers attended the last 2 Central Valley hearings to express their concerns about replenishing our aquifers and preventing the needless loss of water by improving the way we store water that flows through our rivers and streams. I have had many conversations with Senator Vidak and Assembly members Dolly and Salas about the need for storage. I even visited the Oroville Dam with Mr. Dolly to see how low the water levels were. They've all been passionate and dedicated advocates for their community. Today's announcement is credited to their efforts. At the same time, I have heard from labor leaders about the need for a water bond that will produce shovel-ready, long-term jobs for Californians. Robbie Hunter from the State Building Trades, Jose Mejia from the laborers, Danny Curtin from the carpenters, and Ted Toppin from PEG have all been especially effective in advocating for more investment in storage and water infrastructure. As an environmentalist, I believe that the threat of increased flash flooding and longer droughts caused by global warming behooves the state to invest heavily in storage as a way to better manage flooding and to capture excess water in preparation for extended droughts. For decades, Southern California has smartly invested in storage. As a result, communities in Los Angeles will have enough water reserved to survive this year's drought without draconian restrictions on use. Therefore, I am proud to be here with my fellow legislators and labor leaders to announce my intention to increase the amount allocated for storage in AB 1331 from $1.5 billion to $2.5 billion. I know there are many issues remaining to be resolved before a final bond is sent to the governor. I want to make this announcement as an acknowledgement of the openness by which AB 1331 has been negotiated and my continuing effort to work in good faith with my colleagues in the legislature to craft a water bond that can be proudly supported by all Californians. The legislature has until June 26 to send a viable water bond to the governor in order to replace the flawed 2009 water bond that is scheduled to be voted on in November. If we do not act soon, funding for critical water infrastructure and programs are in jeopardy, and California will be unprepared for future floods and droughts.